Hello and welcome to the How to Choose Happiness and Freedom Show. I'm your host, Lauren Foster, happiness teacher and founder of Be Happy First. As a certified life mastery consultant, masters of wisdom and meditation teacher, and primal health coach, I'm on a mission to help 1 million women learn to be happy and free on purpose, healthy, wealthy, and joyfully living life on your own terms. Happiness is a choice, and you can always choose to be happy first. Thanks so much for being here. Now on to today's episode. Hey there, and welcome. We are in our month on the power of words. We're starting off week 3, and today we're going to talk about powerful words versus wimpy words. And I played around with that forever. It could be empowered words or weak words. It could be, words. So what do we mean by power? We're talking a lot on the How to Choose Happiness and Freedom show about claiming your power, giving away your power. What do we mean by that? So a lot of times the word power is used in a I have power over you sort of connotation, like world powers. Good morning, Tammy. I'm so happy that you're here. So when we talk about power here at Be Happy First, what we mean is like magic power, like your power to create, like your power to be, your power to manifest your life however you want it to be. So that's what we mean when we talk about power. And so power is going to be a big word in this whole week worth of episodes. So powerful words versus wimpy words. I can't do this because I have to do that is just about the most disempowered sentence that could ever be spoken, and we say it all the time. So let's break that down. First of all, the word can't. Everything that you ever say that follows I am this, I can't, I can, I will, I won't, those are all very, very powerful words. These are declarations to the universe and source, and your subconscious hears that as truth. So the things that follow I are the most important things that you can say. So when you say I can't, first of all, it's not going to pass the 4-way test because it's almost never true. Usually, now, unless you're saying, oh, I can't knock that mountain over with my bare hands. Clearly, there are exceptions, and we're not going to eliminate any words at all. But when you say I can't, usually it means that you won't. Usually it means that you don't want to. Usually it means that you have something else that you would rather do. So I can't will never pass the truth test. So it gets tossed out the window right then. So more empowered choices might be, I won't. So what if you're using this in like, I can't get up early enough to work out? Is that true? No, it's that you won't. It's that something else that you value more or would prefer to do more is taking your attention away instead. So instead of saying I can't, say I won't. Stand in that power of making that choice as to what you're choosing to do and not to do. So see how much more powerful I won't feels than I can't, or I choose not to, or I am otherwise occupied. Whatever. Anytime that you say that I can't, you're really just kind of giving away your own power. And then what comes after that? I have to. I can't do this because I have to do that is almost never true either. Now, a lot of times you are unwilling to face the consequences of not doing that thing that you think you have to do. You don't have to pick up your children at school, but the consequences of that are probably not really acceptable to you. But you are choosing to pick up your child from school. I'm going to pick up my child from school. I get to pick up my child from school. This is what I'm doing during this time of my day, of my life. It's not that you have to. It's that you've constructed a life in which you're making a choice. So now, if you are looking at your words and you really do feel like you have to, that someone or something outside of yourself has power over you and is able to dictate what you have to do, that's a whole different conversation that needs to be delved into, because we want to be happy and free on purpose. And being free means that you never have to do anything. All right. So I'm I'm not going to do that because I'm going to do this. I choose not to do that because I choose to do this instead. This is a more empowered way to say, I can't do this because I have to do that. So we should really, that's a sentence put together that I would say, let's just eliminate that altogether. So can't and have to. Um, let's see, either or. I can either eat delicious food or I can have a fit and healthy body. Not the way the universe works. You get to have everything that you want. You get to have a source of lots and lots of money and plenty of time in order to spend and enjoy that money. We get so bogged down into thinking that we have to choose between things, that if I'm going to spend the time to earn money, that means that I don't have the time to do this. Well, there's a way for you to have both. So instead of saying either or, say yes and. I have a whole list here, so I'm just kind of choosing the ones that appeal to me. All right, this is a tricky one. We hear a lot of times, oh, this is so hard. Oh, this is difficult. Oh, that's going to be impossible. That's going to be hard. And there are more empowered ways to say that. Now, we don't ever want to discredit anyone's emotions or judge the way that anybody is feeling. And so if somebody says, I'm having a really hard time right now, this is not the time for us to say, oh, don't say you're having a hard time. This is a time to feel with them and to empathize with them and encourage them towards looking at their hard time in a different way. So what if instead of saying losing weight is hard, we could say getting to my ideal weight is a challenge that I'm going to enjoy overcoming. Challenges help me to grow. I know that I can figure this out. This has been done lots and lots of times before. It doesn't have to be hard. Do you see what I mean? Do you see how you can sabotage yourself with saying this is hard, this is difficult? Instead say this is a challenge, but that's okay with me. I like challenges. All right. Oh, this is a favorite one. He, she, they, it made me do it. Nobody can make you do anything. Maybe if they have a gun to your head, I'm betting that that's not really going to happen to you on an everyday basis. So if you ever say that this situation made me feel this way, then you've just kind of given away all of your power. So instead, don't discount your feelings again. If you're angry, you're angry. If you're upset, annoyed, sad, hurt, whatever, these are things that happen when you're not able to get out in front of them. And when they do, we're not saying that it's wrong or bad. We'll get into wrong and bad and right and wrong and good and bad and all of that right after this word structure. But no one can make you feel any way without your permission. So when you say, he made me, then you've given away all of your power. So if you say instead, I chose to respond to that by feeling sad. Not the greatest idea, but in any case, that does turn things back around and give you back your power to choose and making word choices that are according to how you want things to proceed, what you want to happen next, how you want the situation to unfold, instead of starting and staying a victim. He made me mad, so I hurt him back. Do you see how you're bringing back your power? All right, so let's talk about right and wrong and good and bad. These can feel like moral judgments. And whenever we're judging another person on their words or judging ourselves on our words, then we're doing a disservice to the person that's getting judged. And we do it way more to ourselves than we do to others. So instead of saying this is the right word and this is the wrong word, this is why I struggled with the title of this episode, in that what is a more empowered way to say right or wrong? Because there is no right or wrong. There's only helpful or unhelpful. There's only powerful or disempowering and, wimpy. What kind of person do you want to be? How do you want to be creating? How do you want to be showing up in the world? And choose your words according to the answers to that. So this is how you use your words to create. Now, you use your words to learn what you're about to create just by listening to yourself. And we use words all the time that are disempowering without even noticing, without even thinking about it. Like the word worrying that came up in a conversation this week. Oh, I'm not worried about that right now, meaning that I will be worrying about that later. Whereas a much more empowered way to say that would be, that's not where my focus is right now. I'm focusing on this instead. Worry almost never has a helpful place to be in our vocabulary. Notice I said almost because there's no extremes, but worrying is like praying for what you don't want. And I didn't make that up, but I can't remember who did. So, all right, should. We go through life a lot saying, I should do this, you should do that, we should do that. And this is kind of disempowering because there is no should. There is only what you want to do, what you will benefit from, what will bring you joy, what will lead you further in the direction of the things that you want, the things that are more vibrationally aligned with the things that you want. So instead of should, you could say, I could benefit from this. You could benefit from this. This could be a really fun and awesome thing for us, for you, for me. So should is a good one. All right. So what about words that are casting doubt? What are the odds of that? You know, how many times have you heard or said to someone who has a big dream, I don't really see how that can happen. What are the odds of that? That's not very likely. When instead we could use this opportunity to build up and say, you know what? The sky's the limit. What if it's easy? It only takes one. So Mary Morrissey told us the story of selling her house when we were in training with her at the Life Mastery Institute. And they had decided that they found their dream home, so they had decided to sell their old home. And this was in a time when the economy was just really not good, and it was not a good time to be selling a house. But and they found themselves going down that doubtful road, she and her husband, and they caught themselves and went, wait a minute, what are we doing? It only takes one. What if it's easy? And they just proceeded throughout their lives as if selling their house was going to be easy. And then one day they were moving out to their new house, and Joe, her husband, went out to the mailbox to get the mail for the last time, and the neighbor was walking by. And she says, oh, you're moving. We're going to be sad to see you go. You know, we loved having you here in the neighborhood. What are you going to do with your house? And just as well, we're going to sell it. And she says, you know what? My best friend would love to live in this neighborhood, and they're looking for a house, and let me give her a call. And before the day was over, they had come and seen the house in all topsy-turvy in the process of moving, but made an offer and sold the house right then. So what if it's easy and it only takes one? Think when you're about to say words that doubt your dreams or doubt the dreams of someone else, to choose words that are uplifting and empowering instead. Doubt's almost never helpful. All right, this happened to me is along the same lines as he made me, she made me, it made me, they made me. So using your words to get insight as to what you're thinking. If you're saying, I hate this, I'm against this, I'm in any, whatever is coming out of your mouth is an indication of what you are about to be manifesting in real life, because your thoughts always become things without exception. You attract what you are. And if you are complaining and hating, you're going to attract more things to complain and hate. And so the word that's flying around a lot lately is anti. And the universe doesn't really recognize anti. I talk a lot about Mother Teresa's famous quote where she says, I'll never come to an anti-war rally, but if you have a pro-peace rally, invite me. She understood that anytime that you push against anything, then you're just adding energy to the very thing that you want to abolish. Whereas if you can find the opposite of that thing that you want to be gone, say it's racism, say it's hate, say it's violence, say it's drugs, say it's war, whatever it is that you really don't want any more of in our universe, find the exact opposite of that and direct all of your love and attention towards building up the opposite of that, so that this wanted thing completely overshadows, and the unwanted thing fades away and dies in the shade of the good thing that you built up. All right, so words are powerful. This is my favorite topic. We've got some really great episodes coming up and some great guests coming up for the rest of the month. So wherever you are listening, if you're here with us on Facebook, be sure to like and follow the Be Happy First page. If you're listening to this on the podcast, be sure to subscribe, or on YouTube, leave us a comment. We've provided some freebies for you today, some free meditations that will help you to just get in touch with who you really are and start from stillness and build from there to create the life that you really, really want. And plus the 5 secrets to happiness, we've provided the link to that as well in the show notes or in the comments if you're on Facebook. So either of those will get you on our mailing list where you get the insider secrets and special discounts on things and get to be in the inner circle of the Be Happy First tribe. So we hope to see you there. I'm going to be back here on Thursday. I can't wait to see you. And in the meantime, remember, happiness is a choice. You can always choose to be happy first.